Our chronological Bible reading for June 5th is Proverbs chapters 7 through 9. What we focus on is what we get more of. Solomon knows this, and so he's telling us to be careful to focus on good things. As Paul writes in the New Testament, whatever is good, whatever is noble, whatever is trustworthy, think on these things. Solomon here is telling us to focus on wisdom. Consider her as your sister. Say, understanding is my family member. Look on them and think about them every single day, and they will prevent you from doing things that lead to your demise. Chapter 7, verse 6 gives the perspective of watching through a window, seeing a young man who's lacking sense, who's walking near a corner where a seductress dwells in the evening as it is getting dark. He doesn't recognize that this woman has a hidden agenda, and she appeals to his physical desires. He doesn't realize that if he goes with her, he's like an ox being led to a slaughter. He's like a deer that's about to step into a trap and become the hunter's prey. This is more than just a story about a hapless young man who doesn't know any better. This is a picture of spiritual warfare. It shows us how the enemy entices us, how through other people or through our fleshly desires, the enemy will try to draw us off the path, try to appeal to us and give us the thing that we want. Most oftentimes, the thing we want is a godly desire, but the enemy will offer us a counterfeit. Many people think that they want casual relationships, but what they truly desire in their hearts is the kind of intimacy that comes from being vulnerable and being accepted for who you really are. A one-night stand might seem appealing on the surface, but it's actually just a cheap fix that never truly satisfies. If this woman is so quick to cheat on her husband who's gone away for a few weeks, how much more would she be unfaithful to this young man who she just wants to use for the evening? Her actions are the height of disrespect for the man she's married to, who she's made a vow to. And all of us men have a deep desire, a need to be respected. She is not going to respect you. Understand that she's lying. If she's lied to others before you, she's going to lie to you as well. We so often in our pride want to believe that it's going to be different for us than it was for the one who went before us. But it's the enemy lying to us, appealing to our pride, and it always leads to our destruction. Chapter 8, verse 1 says, "Doesn't wisdom call out? Doesn't understanding make her voice heard? Wisdom is better than jewels. Nothing is more valuable than knowing what God's perspective on a matter is, knowing that even after the current circumstances change, what it's going to be like." See, our point of view is limited. If we're only looking at what we can see from our perspective, we're so incredibly short-sighted. We don't know what tomorrow holds. We don't know what other people's true agendas are. We don't know if we can really trust the words that have been spoken to us. We don't know how much longer we have. If we want to make good decisions, we need to make them with the understanding that God has that is so available to us. It's standing on the street corner saying, "Who wants some of this?" It is the humble who will accept it. Those who are willing to admit that they don't have it all figured out, that they could use a little help. In verse 17, wisdom says, "I love those who love me." That word love means to have affection for. If you have affection for God's perspective will have affection for you. Living an abundant, successful life is not complicated. It's quite simple. Actually, we just have to say, "God, help me. I need your help. I don't know what to do." A great question we can ask ourselves is, if we were given the opportunity to choose between being mentored in a biblical sense, like being discipled by godly men and women who have gone where we want to go, if we could choose between being surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses that we had people pouring into us, giving us godly insight, training us in righteousness, and helping us with understanding. If we could choose between that type of mentorship and discipleship or winning the lottery and receiving $1 billion, what would we choose? If we could choose between being with people who are faithfully praying for us and pouring into us and helping us understand the world through a biblical point of view, through a biblical lens, or we could work an extra hour a day and hopefully make some more money, what would we choose? If we could choose studying the Word of God, gaining God's perspective, praying and listening for His voice, or any other thing we choose to fill our days with, what will we choose? The lesson in this is we all get as much wisdom as we'd like. In chapter 9, there's a contrast between wisdom and foolishness. Both are standing at the street corner calling out to the inexperienced, those who don't yet have wisdom, the naive, the simple. Both are saying the exact same words. Whoever is inexperienced, enter right here. To the one who lacks sense, come. Wisdom says, eat my bread. Foolishness says, come drink this stolen water, eat this stolen bread. Foolishness is an impostor. It props itself up as being wise, but it only leads to failure and destruction. The one who chooses foolishness doesn't understand that they're actually going to the place where the dead spirits are, that the guests of foolishness are in the depths of Sheol, the place of the dead. With wisdom is life. With wisdom is victory. With wisdom is character development. With wisdom is God and fellowship with Him. Let us all choose wisely, not just in the way we identify ourselves saying, I'm a Christian, I'm going to heaven someday, but let us choose wisely in how we invest our time. On a daily basis, are we choosing wisdom in all that we do and how we invest our time? May God give you wisdom on this as you seek to hear from Him and apply the Word of God to your own life, to your own walk with Him. May God bless you. And if I can do anything for you, please let me know through the contact page at BibleInOrder.com. See you tomorrow.